Okay, hi guys, good morning everyone. Hello all. Am I audible? Is my voice reaching everyone now? Can I get the responses, please? Hi, good morning, Nagendra. Hi, Mahesh. Good morning. Hi, Pranil. All right, fine. So, guys, we are going to see some more transformations today. Like these are all the transformations that we'll use in our real-time projects based upon scenario to scenario. Okay, from different scenarios, we'll use this different transformations. So till now, if you have noticed, we have used many transformation like source transformation, sync transformation, conditional split transformation, joint transformation, and aggregate transformation and conditional split transformation. Many transformations we are using, and all these transformations we use to fulfill the business requirement. Whatever the requirement comes in, accordingly we'll use this transformation and we'll transform the data. We'll give the data a particular shape and then we'll load into our destination. This is what all about the different transformations we are using in all these days. Basically, when we started the data flow activities. In data flow activities, we are using all different types of transformations only. Here we are using see what aggregate and sync transformation. Sync transformation always we use to copy the data. Okay, and aggregate transformation is what aggregate values. To get the aggregate values of our data, we'll use this transformation. Okay, aggregate value means what? Suppose for one particular year to 2021, you want to know how many sales has been happened for that one year. Okay, what is the maximum sale? What is the total sales? What is the minimum sale? What is the average sales has been happened? Like all these values we can get it with this aggregate transformation. Okay, fine. So like this we are having multiple other transformations, all those that we are using these days. Okay, so next we are using conditional split transformation, conditional split and sync transformation. Next we are using, okay, all this transformation has a some purpose to do. Okay, exist and sync transformation, like whether it is exist or not the file. If it is exist, then the so and so record will check. If it is there, then we'll load into our destination. So all these different transformations we are using, guys. Okay, depends upon the business requirement, we'll use which transformation and all, it depends. Fine. So I'll just show you the aggregate and sync transformation. Okay, so what it is saying, create a blob storage account and container inside it, and put the .csv file inside the container. Okay. So if I come here, let me take a blob storage account. Let us take 1910 source essay. Okay. And it is uploading the CSV file, sales file 2014-19 USA, UK, India. Okay. So if I come here, then I'm having that file. Okay. Available here. Yeah. See, here I am having what data. Okay, I'll show this one in the Azure portal only. That gives a more good look and feel. Okay, just close this one. Let the source storage account gets deployed here. I'll say here source container and I'll upload the file. this one. Okay, all the files what I'm using for reference, guys. Okay, every file I have attached in the material, please you can download it from the material also, no problem. Okay, so see here, this is my file. So I'm having multiple countries, USA, UK, India, and for different years. Okay, electronics. Okay, in USA for year 2014 for electronics, this much sales has been happened 1871. Like this for for the year 2015 this much. For the year 2016 like this, I'm having data for all different countries, different years, and even different product also. See, electronics, digital, some sample data I have taken, guys. Okay, some just a sample data I have taken. Now I want to get the aggregate of all these values, then I'll use the aggregate transformation here. Okay, next create ADF link service. Okay, for this blob storage account, choose delimited text while getting this one. Okay, all this is fine. I'll go here and I'll create an ADF. Okay, I'll say here 1910 Naresh ADF. Okay, launch the ADF studios. We'll create a link service for blob storage account. Okay, okay, this is done. Next, create a new data flow. Okay, data flow is the feature of ADF, and here we are designing our aggregate transformation and all. Create a new data flow. Okay, with this name, any name you can give. Click on add source box in source settings tab. I'm creating a new data set here. Okay, what I'll do, I'll create a data set upfront as well. It's not at all a problem. Let me check finally where we are. See, these are all the aggregates we are calculating. Okay, see, minimum, maximum, sum, average. Okay, all these things. Finally, it looks like something like this. Okay, all right. So what I'll do, I'll create a storage account as well, Gen2 storage account as well. And for that, I'm creating a link service here. Okay, I'm creating a link service for my Gen2 storage account. ADL storage account. Okay, storage account I have not created. So I'll create one storage account. I'll just say here 1912 destination essay. Okay, I'll come here. I'll create a data lake storage. I'll create a container inside it. Okay, destination container. Fine. Now I'll create a link service for this Gen2 storage account. Okay, I have not given the proper name. I'll delete it. LS. Okay, ADL storage account. ADL Gen2 storage account. It is basically done. Now next, what it is saying, create a new data flow, give this name, come here, new data flow. You can give any name, guys. Okay, click on this arrow and click on add source. Fine. Now in source settings tab for dataset plus new. This is your source settings tab. Okay, for dataset, click on plus new. I'm creating a dataset. So where is my file? It is in blob storage account. That's why I'm choosing here blob, delimited text, continue. Okay, what name it has given? Let us give that name only. DS blobs storage account source. Okay, this is my link service. I want to pick the file. Okay, this is what I have selected and say okay. Fine. That is what I have done. Next, click on source transformation. Okay, click on projection tab and change the data type for sales and year columns to short. Okay, because we are going to write an expressions here. Okay, projection, and the data type of the columns is all strings. So what it is saying here, change these two columns. Okay, data type to short, year and sales. So come here and say short. Short. Okay, this is we have done as shown in image below. Enable data flow debug. This is the data flow debug you have to enable. Next, click on data preview tab, refresh. Okay, let it get enabled here. Fine. Then data preview tab, say refresh. We'll see the data for year, number of sales has been happened, country, and some four columns is there that we have seen in our source storage account, right? We are just seeing here also in our source transformation. How come we are getting the data here? Because we have attached the data set for this transformation, source transformation. That's why we are able to see the data here. Okay, it is fetching the data. Just hold on for some time. Next, what it is saying, okay, click on data preview tab, refresh. Okay, we are at this step. Okay, see now country, year, product type and sales. All this we are getting as expected. Good. Now it is asking us to click on this plus icon, and then we have to use what aggregate transformation here. See, click on plus on source transformation, in search type aggregate. Click on aggregate transformation in aggregate settings tab. Okay. So what I'll do, click here and in search type aggregate transformation. See, I got an aggregate transformation here. Okay. Once it is appeared, aggregate transformation is appeared. Then in aggregate settings tab, scroll down and for columns, select country. Okay. In aggregate settings tab, come down and for columns here, what it is asking me to select country. Okay. I'll say here country. Click on aggregate as shown below. For column type, sales max sale. Okay. So click on aggregate here. This one. Click on aggregate. Here it is showing. See this one. As shown in the image below. In aggregate settings, here you have to click on aggregate. Okay, aggregate settings. Click here on aggregate. Okay, fine. Click on aggregate as shown below. For columns type, say max sales. Okay, so this one. What I'm saying here now, max sale. So just type here max of sales, and then we have to write an expression. Very simple expression, max of sales column. That's it. Okay. Then an expression builder will be opened and there type the below expression. Click on any, an expression will get open and you have to say here max of expression. This you have to write. Sorry, max of sales it is, right? So this one, total sales, how many has happened? That is what. Fine. Next, what it is saying. Okay. Click on add for column type, say minimum sale. Click on any expression, then an expression builder will be open and they type the below expression, save and finish. So click on add here, say add column. Here you have to give water, minimum sales, and here you have to write water minimum. Okay, you can say here min, and then type sales. You're getting all the aggregates now one by one. Okay, click on plus on add for column type, say sum of sales. Okay, what I'm saying here, sum of sales. I'm getting all these aggregate values. Sorry. Okay, next what we are having, average of sales. Average of sales. Next we are having count of sales. Fine. Click on aggregate transformation. Okay, data preview tab. Okay, refresh to see the data in the aggregated values as shown below. It's all is done now. Okay, I'll come here to the aggregate transformation. Okay, data preview. Say refresh. Now you will get the aggregates of all the sales values. Okay, in the output of C. For US country, maximum sales has happened this much, minimum sale has happened this much, sum of sales have happened this much, average of the sales has happened this much, count of sales has happened this much. For all the three countries, we are getting USA, UK, and India. USA, UK, and India, we are getting this. That is what I am trying to say here. You should get something like this: max, minimum, sum of sale, average of sale. All these values you are calculating using the aggregate transformation. Now click on press on aggregate transformation in search type sync. In search type here sync. This what sync transformation is used to finally load the data into our destination. Click on sync transformation in sync tab. Okay, just hold on. Here, click on sync. Search for sync here. Okay, this is done. Now in sync tab, output stream name. Okay, output stream name. This one. Output stream name. We can give it as data loading. Anything you can give. Fine. Data set is what? This one. DS ADLSA. Okay, it is DS ADLSA. Okay, why we are not getting the other one? Acha, the target data set I think we have not created. Yeah, see the target data set we have to create. So what I'll do, I'll create a target data set plus new. I'll say here Gen 2. Okay, continue this one. I'll say here DS ADLSA. Okay, I give this one. I want to be stored here in this one destination. Okay, fine. I have done created a data set. In settings tab, file name option, give name file. Okay, here what I'm saying here, output to a single file. I'll say here output to a single file, and here I'll give is as aggregate values.csv. I'm keeping all this in a final file. That is what I'm saying here, aggregate values.csv. Okay, publish all, publish. So make it a single partition. Okay, publish all, publish. Fine. This one. File name option I have given here. Name. See, in the material I have mentioned name file as column data. You can go with this also. So the file name would be coming. It's something like country, but more it will be more accurate. I'll just give it as accurate values, and I kept all this in one file. Okay, by making the changing, making these settings what I have done. Okay, so just hold on, let the publish gets completed here. This is done. Now design a new pipeline. Okay, let the name should be pipeline one only. I'll take data flow control. Okay, I'll give the name as data flow settings. I'll give it as data df. Okay, this one df underscore data flow 2. I have given this one. That is what I'm doing here. See, new pipeline, give so and so name, drag and drop the data flow activity in pipeline canvas. In general name, give okay whatever name you want. In settings tab, give the data flow. Okay, publish all, debug, publish all, then debug. Once you do the debug, then what you are going to see, you are going to see here, okay, you are going to see here the file after you do debug, not now, after you do debug in the destination. We will see one file in our destination with all the aggregate values. Okay, here we'll get, okay, from here I'll say debug. Okay, it's been succeeded now. Come here, take a refresh and see aggregate values. The file has been stored with that name, whatever I have passed. If you click on this file, if you click on edit, and if you see here, you got all the aggregate values for the three countries, USA, UK and India. Getting, guys? This is how we can use aggregate transformation here. Hence, with all the above transformations, we can see that for a single file data, we have divided into multiple aggregations using aggregate transformation and divided the data into multiple files. Okay, so I have kept it in one file only. If you want to do it for multiple files, then here you have to do the settings in the sync transformation. Here in sync, okay, here in sync transformation, okay, file name option, you have to give name file as column data, and you have to give something like this. Then three files will be done. But what I have done, I have set as file name option as a output to single file. If you come here to data flow, if you come here, see what I have said here, output to single file. I want all the outputs in, all the output in single file only, and that file name should be this one. That's what I have selected. If you won't do this, if you do as per these settings here, then you will get three files. That is what I'm trying to say here. Multiple files and load are in our blob storage account. Okay, this is actually Gentoo storage account. And if you want all the details in single file instead of multiple files, then click on sync transformation. Click on these settings I have done. Okay, these settings I have done. Optimize. Click on radio button as single partition. Yes. Okay, I have used this one. Single partition. I want it on a single file. That is what I have selected. Click on settings tab. For file name option, output to single file. Yes, I have done this only. Okay, for output to single file, I have given aggregates.csv. This file name we are giving, we can give any name as per the requirement. And hence finally, once the data, once the all the transformation gets executed in our pipeline with the data flow activity, then we can see the final output in a single file in our destination what storage account. And that destination storage account is what we are having. We are having ADL Gen2 storage account. Fine, guys. Hence proved. Now, next we are having implementation of data flow with conditional split and sync transformation. Conditional split and sync transformation. Same. Aggregate, okay, and sync transformation we have used above. Now we are using here conditional split and sync transformation. Take this as an assignment. Same steps you have to do, guys. Only the one transformation is going to get changed, and that transformation is a conditional split. Conditional split transformation is going to get easier. See, conditional split transformation you are going to place in your data flow panel. Okay, and then rest of these steps are same. So take this as an assignment, and every step is mentioned here. For ADF, at least I can say I am giving each and every step for every demo. Okay, is that clear? Take this as an assignment and complete it, guys. Next, implementation of data flow with exist and sync transformation. Okay, exist and sync transformation. Sync transformation will definitely come. Sync transformation is to load the data finally into our destination. Sync transformation, okay, will always use load the data into our destination. Okay, and the other transformation depends upon the requirement. So what I'm doing here, I'm considering two files: sales file 2014 and sales file to 2020. Okay, and what I'm doing here now, I'm using an exist transformation here. Okay, I'm using two sources here, I believe. Okay, this I'll do. This demo is little different. I'll do this one. Okay, I'll do this demo. Okay, so two files I'm comparing based on some condition, and if it is available in both the files that particular records, then load it into my destination, something like this. Okay, we'll see. So what I'm doing here, see, these two files I'm uploading in my blob storage account. I'm creating an ADF, okay, link service data sets for both the files separately. To separate data sets we are creating for both the files here. Okay, and then data flow, add source for source transformation in source sessions tab. Source one, add a source. Okay, again I'm adding one more source here. Click on add source for source transformation in source sessions tab, output stream. Okay, this all okay, little different this demo is. I'll show fine. So what I'll do, I will go here. Okay, I'll go to the data factory. I'll delete this data factory. Else it may throw problem for us saying that, the space is not available for the resources and all. So I'll just delete this data factory. Okay. Also what I'll do, okay, I'll keep this storage accounts, but I'll delete inside the files. Inside the files of this storage accounts, I'll delete it. Okay. I'm deleting this file. Also, I'll delete this file as well. So what I'll do, I'll go inside the source storage account and I will upload these two files. The one what I'm asking in the material. Okay. Sales file 2014, sales file 2020. Sales file 2014, sales file 2020. Let us see the data. Okay. Multiple countries, USA, UK, and India. Multiple years, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and different product types, different sales. Okay. What is we are having here? Okay. Same. Year 2020 is there. Year 2020 year is there. Okay. We close this one. I'll upload these two files here. Fine. Next, it is asking me to create an ADF. Okay. Data factory. You can use any other files, Pranil. You can use any type of files you want. Only when whatever the file you are using, only the thing you have to keep in mind is that when you are creating your link services and datasets, what is your file? CSV file, Excel file, JSON file, Parquet file. Okay, you have to choose it accordingly. That's it. That's the only difference we are having. I'll show. I have told this already earlier as well. Okay, long back I have told this. I'll show it 1 minute. See now, this is the data factory we have created. The factory is not been created. Okay, here is a data factory. Okay. Now, when you are creating link services here, here, let us take, I am choosing here blob because I have uploaded my files in blob storage account. Okay, continue. Okay, I'll give the name. Okay, what name we are giving it here? LS blob SA. This is the name we are giving. LS stands for link service. BLB stands for blob. SA stands for storage account. Okay, link service for blob storage account. Okay, in short. Okay, create. Then next I'm using here what? Gen2. Okay. What I'll give the name. Okay, I'm giving the name as what? Link service for ADLSA. This is done. What I'll do next? Creating a data sets. Creating a data set with these names. Okay, fine. Here I'll say blob. Hmm. Here Pranil, see, if your file is in Excel format, here you are going to choose Excel. That's it. If your file is in JSON format, you are choosing JSON. If your file is in XML format that you have received from your client, you will choose XML. Parquet. Okay, this is for CSV, delimited text. Okay, binary, depends, multiple. So whatever is your file format, you can choose it accordingly, Pranil. Okay, or if the file has given in such a way that it is not completely, it is some different format only, then you can convert it to a format whichever you want, and then you can proceed with it. The beauty of .csv file is that it will get open in notepad. I mean, it is readable in notepad format also. It is readable in csv format as well. And the thing is that most of the times we'll get the data in csv formats only. Multiple format that ADF is supporting here. If you see here, almost eight to 10 formats are there. So that's why we are choosing here delimited text, because now our file is in CSV format. Okay. So what I'll say here, I was saying something, right? Yeah, I was doing dataset creation. So I'll take this one. Now here carefully you have to select a 2014 file only, guys. See here, I am saying that 2014. So carefully select 2014 file only here. Okay. One more data set for 2020. Okay, 2020. One data set I'll create for destination also. Done. All this is we have done. Link services we have created for source and destination, and multiple data sets we have created for source and destination. Now we'll create a new data flow. We'll give this name, click on add source for source transformation. Okay, I'll do publish all publish so that it will be saved. Okay, add source. Now see, listen carefully what I'm doing here. For this source one transformation, I'll say here 2014. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. See, add source for source transformation in source settings tab, output stream name, source one, and dataset. I'm saying here DS blob SA 2014. This we have created at the top for this source one. We have set the sales file, right? For dataset, click on open, and here we see the file here. Okay, if you want, you can see. If you click on open here, you can find the file here. We have given 2014. That is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'll just close this one. I'll close this one. Okay, fine. Next, add one more source. Okay, multiple sources I'm considering this one, and say here add source. Click on add source for source transformation in source settings tab. Okay, and here I'm giving as what 2020. Here I've given 2014. Here I'm given 2020. Okay, output stream name source 2. Yes, output stream name source 2 only. Okay, we are giving here 2020. Here we have gave 2014. Okay, then this we have created at the top, and for this source too we have set a sales files this one, and if we are not setting this files, click on browse and select sales file 2020. Click on plus on source one transformation in search type exist. What will say here exists. Fine. In exist settings tab, output stream name exists. Okay, output stream name exists only. Okay, left stream source one, right stream source two. Left stream is source one, right stream is going to be source two. Okay, this particular transformation exists now, receiving the data from two sources. It is having 2014 data, it is having 2020 data. This source and second source, source one and source two. Okay, so right stream source two. For left source one column here. If you come here for left source one column, I'm saying it as year, and here also I'm saying it as year. Means what? I'm making a join, like based upon the year, in whichever year is common for both the files, load the data, something like this. Okay, so I'm saying here right stream source to, for left source one column here, for right source two column also here. Okay, left source one here, right source two column is also here. Now click on plus on exit transformation and search type sync. Say here sync. Okay, select sync. In sync tab, dataset is this one. Pretty obvious. We want to store it in our destination. Okay, this is our destination. Okay, in optimize tab, choose single partition. Okay, in settings tab, file name output to a single file. File name option should be output to a single file. Okay, and only years. Any name you can give years. Okay, exists records dot csv. Okay, publish all, publish all, publish. It's been done. Close. Now come to pipeline. Say new pipeline here. Let the pipeline name be this only. I'll say here data flow activity. Okay. I'll say here settings and I'll say here data flow one. This one. Okay. General tab I can say here data flow. This is what I'm saying here. New pipeline, give so and so name, drag and drop data flow activity in pipeline canvas, give the name in settings tab, data flow, this one, publish all, publish debug. Okay. Publish all is completed. I'll say here debug. Okay, it is enabling the data flow enabled. Okay. Getting the cluster ready. Data flow debug, it is enabling. This is done. Okay. Now I'll say debug. So what would be my expectation? Whatever the matching years that we are having in both the files, only that record should come into our destination, in our final destination storage account file. Okay, matching records of both the years. So like these different transformations we are using, guys, accordingly as per the business requirement. Okay, in your projects will come across with all these transformations, and in the interviews also they'll use these things only. Okay, for this, what transformation you have used, what hands-on experience you are having with the different transformations of data flows, different activities of you know ADF pipelines, how you have designed the data sets for source targets. Okay, how you have designed the link services and data sets, and regarding the integration runtime, they will ask integration of different sources, and hosting the different activities. Okay, both in data flows as well as in pipelines to store the data, how you have transformed the data, what controls you have used to transform the data, like all these things they will ask. The only thing is practice and read the material. Keep reading the material, keep doing the practice. Okay, keep reading the material, keep doing the practice. That's it, guys. So hold on, it's getting executed. Coding is not there, guys, in this much, but remember here configurations are very dry. You can do this, you can understand this very well if you are doing a good hands-on. Okay, succeeded now, it's been completed. If I come to our destination here, storage accounts, okay, we'll get the file here into our destination, exist records. See, we are not having any single record, no record. Why it is like this? Might be there is not a common year that it has find in both the files of our source storage account. Okay, so let us check. Here we are having data for year 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 14 to 19, 14 to 19, 14 to 19. Okay, so here we are not having data for year 2020. Okay, let us see in 2020 what we are having. Okay, so we are having data only 2020. That's why it has not found even a single matching record. Okay, that's why we didn't get any data into our destination. We didn't get any data into our destination. Here we are having the records from year 14 to 19. Here in this file, we are not having a single record of 2020. And here in 2020, we are having all the records of 2020. We are not having any record from 14 to 19. That's why I didn't find any matching year. That's why it did not load it into our destination. So what I'll do, okay, here we don't find any data in our destination CSV file because there is not even a single matching record in both the source files if we look carefully. Okay, next here what I'll do, same exist and sync transformation only, same lab, same files 14 and 20. Okay, only what I'll do, I'll say here product type. I'll say here product type. So I'll come here, I'll come to data flow, I'll exist and I'll say here product type. Instead of year, I'll say here what product type. I'll say here what product type. I'll say publish all, publish. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm choosing here product type. Rest of all these things are same, carbon copy, no change. Okay, fine. So let the publish gets completed here. Now product type is matching. Product type is matching. So hopefully we can say now that we can get some records. Okay, say debug here now. It's better if you delete this in the destination. Hold on, it's still going on. It is in progress. Okay, now we'll come here. We'll take a refresh. See, now we got the records. Electronics, digital, food items, cosmetics. Getting? Because this product type is matching in both the files. That's why we get the records. Year was not having a single matching record. That's why we didn't get any. Understood? Now we got the existing records in both the source files. Fine, guys. So I'll just stop the class here. And in tomorrow's class, we'll see, like, source transformation, join transformation, and sync transformation. What is this join transformation? Same above scenario only. We'll make a join, not only one type of join. It's very simple. Inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full join, cross join, multiple joins are there. All these joins I'll just show you, but I'll do the demo for any one join. Just you have to click, that's it, whichever join you want. Okay. So I'll just stop the class here. We'll connect again tomorrow and we'll discuss the topic from here, guys. All right. Any questions, anyone? How is it going, guys? Is it going good? Yes, no? See, I must say that you have to practice, guys. Without practice, nothing is there. And you guys are lucky that you have to practice only just in Azure portal. The people who are learning DevOps now, they have to gather, they have to get at least 8 to 10 softwares to do the labs. Here, at least we are not having that much of headache. Only in Azure portal, in ADF, and what all the services that as an Azure data engineer you are supposed to use, you are using everything in Azure portal only. For DevOps people, they have to gather first all the softwares. Git is there, GitHub is there, Visual Studio is there, GitLab is there, these that lot of stuff. Okay, at least we are lucky that as an Azure data engineer, we are using all the services that is being provisioned, maintained, okay, taken care in the Azure platform itself only. All right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Maybe. Divakar, you are correct. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll connect again tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Take care, guys.